Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. Hope you and your family are doing well, and I'm welcoming you to our channel. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in the series of videos that is all about not just Persian rugs, but handmade carpets from around the world, where I try to not only show you rare pieces, but also give you general information about hand-knotted, handmade carpets. And we have a series of videos that are both informational, where we showcase rare rugs like in this video, but we also have, of course, a lot of informational videos. So if you're into Persian rugs or you like to get more information about a handmade carpet that you may have, feel free to subscribe to our channel or visit our other videos. Like I said, we have well over 100 different videos where I oftentimes show you the differences between genuine pieces and what we generally refer to as fake rugs. And sometimes I show you different designs and everything, but there's a lot of informational videos in addition to videos like this one. In this episode, this is basically part 2 of, this is going to be the second video where I'm going to be showcasing rare silk rugs. In the first part, I showed you 3 Persian rugs that are all pure silk, but that are not from places that generally produce the pure silk rugs. I put the link below in the description. I had a pure silk, a very rare Tabriz rug, a Mashhad rug, and a Keshan rug. Well, in this being the second part of the video, I'm going to showcase 2 extremely rare, not just silk rugs, but there's something that bonds them together, and you will understand why, for example, people like myself, why we combine Turkish rugs at times with Persian rugs. I've had made a lot of videos about the Turkish Hereke rugs, and I, for one, oftentimes refer to them as Persian rugs. Well, apparently I've had a lot of people who seem to have an issue with the fact that I refer to Turkish-made rugs as Persian. And the point I have always tried to make in the videos is that, to me, I really can't tell the difference between Persian people or Turkish people. And I know in doing so, I just opened up another can of worms. But that is because of my own family background. My mother's side of the family comes from an area called Azerbaijan. They are Azeri. They are Iranian. My mother's, she immigrated to Germany and everything, met my dad, and then I came about. But the point is, she is like so many Iranians. In the northwestern part of Iran, they are known as Azeri, Azerbaijan. Their native language is more in line with Turkish than it is with the Persian. And here you have 2 very rare examples. You have a genuine Persian Tabriz rug. Tabriz, as you can see, is located in northwestern Iran. It's one of the largest cities in Iran. It is considered to be one of the largest rug producing centers of Iran. That's Tabriz. Now, when you go to Tabriz, vast majority of people speak Azeri. That is a basic Turkish dialect. But this right here that I have my hands on is an antique Tabriz Haj-Jalili genuine pure silk rug, Tabriz. Now, over here Here is a Turkish rug. This is a Turkish Hereke Derin. There is the signature at the top as I'm about to show you. And this is a Turkish rug. As you can see, Hereke region inside of Turkey. Now, why do and like I said, I grew up in the rug business. Why do I look at the two of them and basically refer to them as the same type of rug? Because both the Hereke and the Tabriz are made with the exact same workmanship. They are made using what is known as a Turkish knot. The Turkish knot in Persian rugs is a double knot. The Tabriz rugs are known for them. Sometimes you will also find them in other types of Persian rugs. But the Tabriz and the Turkish, you have a Persian rug, you have a Turkish rug. Both of them feature the same type of knot. And when you look closely, you basically can tell it's the same, virtually identical quality when it comes to the silk and the workmanship. In the old days, before the politicians and before the world wars and all that stuff, you could go from Azerbaijan into Turkey. My father, who was born in 1932, was not born with a birth certificate or a passport. Back in the old days, you simply got on a train, or as my father would say, you jumped onto the back of the cart that was being pulled by a horse or a donkey, and you literally went places. In the old days, the people that made this type of rug and the people that made that type of rug were friends, neighbors, family. This is why, to me, these are the same type of rugs. This is also a perfect example of how you have a Turkish rug and a Persian rug literally being made the same way. These are extremely rare pieces. You are going to be hard-pressed to find a genuine Tabriz Haj-Jalili pure silk Tabriz. And as I always do, when I get behind the camera, I'm going to show you the close-ups. And the same thing with the genuine antique Hereke Derin. Not only because of its size, but these are carpets that genuinely sell for many times more when they go to, these are the expensive auction houses. This is not something that you typically find in a retail store. These are, like I said, being that we are blessed as wholesalers, my family is obviously friends with other wholesalers. And so sometimes when in these videos that I take, when I'm thinking about, I want to feature types of rugs, like for example, with the previous one, when I featured the 3 rare silk Persian rugs, I'm able to call around my friends and say, you know what, I'm looking for something in particular. Just like, for example, I'm going to be featuring the video I'm going to be doing next is about how to help you identify silk rugs and everything. And I'm going to be featuring an extremely fine, really rare Hereke. It's a 2020 quality. Well, these are the types of rugs that most people can never offer in their stores. They're so rare. Or that if you do find them, you'll go in the store and you may find one rug. Well, here in the video, in our YouTube channel, you find videos where I'm constantly displaying rugs, showing you rugs that are extremely rare, extremely expensive, but I'm not doing it for the sake of wanting to sell you something. I just want to showcase rugs that you may never actually get to see in person. And so here we have 2 extremely rare silk rugs, but they both, what is absolutely beautiful about them, both of them date to about 1900, and both of them have that same weave, silk, workmanship, and basically also the same value. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get behind the camera. I'm going to show you some of the details. And I do apologize if you're hearing some noise in the background. We do have some construction going on outside in the wholesale district. And so I'm going to get behind the camera here, show you some of the features of these two antique rugs. And then I'm going to come back to you and say my final goodbyes. So here we are with the close-ups. First, I'm going to start out with the Tabriz, the Haj-Jalili. As you can see, it dates to about 1900, the same as the Hereke piece. But obviously, it was, I mean, this is just a remarkable quality. And to find old pieces like this, like I said, this is something that you would typically expect to see at a museum. This one has about actually closer to 800 knots per square inch. And, but absolutely, the workmanship is just absolutely phenomenal. I'm just going to zoom in, and you can see here on the sides. And this is also where you can tell a lot about rugs. And as is common in older Tabriz rugs, when you get to the very top, as you can see here, the fringes decades ago have been removed. And then this was added by the collector in the back. And this is basically to preserve the condition of the rug. They did an excellent job at the top and bottom. And this is what you would typically find. Now, what is, like I said, with these types of extremely fine pure silk antique rugs, is the fact that you have the workmanship and the quality. And it's obvious because it is when, that it was from day one, never really walked on. This is not something that people would just to use on the furniture or something. It was obvious that this is a piece that was displayed from day one. So there's the video with the close-ups of the Tabriz. Everything about it is very, very rare. Then here we have the Hereke. Again, for those of you that are into the Hereke rugs, it is extremely rare to find antique pieces in this size alone. And the quality, the workmanship, everything is absolutely beautiful. This is a 10-10 quality, meaning it has about 10 knots per centimeter, which is in the very high-end quality. Like I said, here's the signature, the Hereke Derin. And like I said, this piece dates back to about 1900. And you can see the patina in this aged piece. The edges, everything is extremely well done. Not just well done, but it's extremely well preserved. Like I said, this is probably amongst the oldest pieces that we have. And generally speaking, a lot more expensive than, this is nowhere near as expensive. What I was trying to say is that as they typically, when you are able to find them in auction houses, it's just an absolute marvel. So, and again, with both of these rugs, I have been allowed to take pictures of them and to feature them in my website. So below in the description, you will find the pictures and everything. But like I said, this is just an absolute phenomenal piece. The same with the Tabriz, the Haj-Jalili, I'm sorry. That's where my pronunciation of Persian names comes in. Absolute masterpieces. I mean, like I said, this is a type of rug that you would expect to see at a museum or at a carpet expo. So there are the close-ups. Hope you enjoyed them. So I hope you enjoyed this video about these two antique silk rugs. Like I said, this is part 2 in the series of many of our videos about silk rugs and general informational pages. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section, or also visit us at mprugs.com, and where we also have the pictures. Links are, as always, in the description. If you like us and you want to come back, subscribe as we put more videos. I try to do 1 or 2 videos a week. So if you enjoy the information about Persian rugs, please hit that subscribe button. And wishing you and your family very best. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will be coming back to you with many more videos. Take care. Best wishes. Bye-bye.